EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tennessee Titans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Defense.
Man, that ain't make no sense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. And now it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
Demario Davis there on the stop. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run with Drake. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win, and the defense is coming.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Trying close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Michael Dixon.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Gain of 19 yards.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Dancing to his left. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So, operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Running with Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Fourth down, Hill remains on the field as they'll go for it. So here we go on 4th. Hill into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try to spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 24. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. Now, once he made the decision to go,
and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
Watson's pass.
A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Clinton Dunbar with a pick. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And his kick is right through. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. A gain of 13 is a first down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. A good pickup there at 22.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Watson looks to throw again. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Gerald Everett with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
The kicker on.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach. He said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half being played. And he will have a first down here as they get into field. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Here we go.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson being chased out left. Now he's going to... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown.
Calvin Ridley in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
Titans 7.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
That's good.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed in the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And not able to break away this this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened.
And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Run it up.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
A shotgun snap for Watson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Ricky.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Wilson's going to hold on to it.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Here's Wilson escaping the pressure right. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he's got it.
And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
That would give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, The head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
On first down, it's Watson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge.
Incomplete.
The throw took him a little too far at second down.
At the 25-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. He'll set up the screen to Gray. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Ross on the return. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And that will come the offense as they take over. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
From midfield now, here's Wilson.
A very quick pass to Ridley.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
First down, San Francisco.
Kamara. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
That's not what I want to see.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
3rd and inches.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Prater for the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fielded in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much coach said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here, and that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Third down and 10.
From the gun, Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Where's back in?
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Dexter Lawrence showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On the ground, Kamara. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up
from the midfield stripe. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
On the keeper. A gain of 6.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On first down, Wilson steps away to his left. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Right back to Juszczyk again. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And the Titans are going to recover the football.
Onside kick is
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Niners, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
One freight. I was going to run 7 times. Well, guys, if you're watching with us, thanks for watching. Upgrade my players. Quarterback. Trade offers for Russell Wilson.